Welcome back to another Attack on Titan review. Today is Season 3, Episode 3. I'm Justin. I was like, is it Season 3? Is it Episode 3? Second guessing myself on everything.
What is up? I'm Logan.
It's a killer workout shock. As always, I am anime viewer only. Logan's getting really close to being anime viewer only, but not quite.
I am a partial manga reader, and I'd say 3 episodes max is where I'll be caught up, or it will surpass where I was.
All right. So this episode, a lot of Historia building, fleshing out her past and stuff.
A lot of backstory.
True royal heir. So we see her kind of growing up on the farm. Her mother, not too much of a mother, typical anime family problems, right?
We have another worst mother of the year candidate.
I would take Ayano's mother from Hane Bajo. Both up there, though. I think that's gonna have to be our thing. Is like rate which mother's the worst.
For real.
Like you have to look at every single anime because there's like one character in there who doesn't.
It's either their mother or father who's just a shitty parent.
But like her first words to Historia were like, "If only I had the courage to kill her." Like she's talking about her in the third person, so she obviously doesn't want to.
It's pretty messed up.
So
it's clear that she never wanted her, like in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely clear when later she was like, "Oh," she said something like, "Oh, I should have never gave birth to you."
All right, but I mean, she was obviously an accident between Lord Rice and her. And it ended up getting her killed, so I guess technically it would have been better if she didn't have her.
That was Kenny that slit her throat, right?
Yeah.
So he's just doing... he's just doing his
he's been around killing people for a while.
Been with the military police then for a while, because it looked like he was with them there, so...
Right. I think he's, like, with them, but he kind of does... like his own. He's like a rebel, but he just happens to be on their side.
It's like, I killed enough of you guys, I'm bored of killing you. And I'll go kill regular people who can't entertain. So yeah, like as soon as she gets connected with her father, right? So he has to like basically get rid of her. He's like, it's best if I send you away. That way you're not murdered.
Yeah.
Okay. You made a deal.
Just... she lives as a whole nother person.
Who cares about the mother?
Right. She didn't get that same deal.
She didn't. Rice were like offered. He must have been taking care of her somehow. She was going out in fancy dresses, so.
Yeah.
But he was probably like, "Great, now I don't have to pay this bitch money off or anything. I don't have to pay her off anymore. She's dead. Thank you, Kenny. To save the girl, we're good." That's how that worked out. Then we got, Sans or Sanis, whatever. He's realized they finally let him know he was tricked.
He was
after
bamboozled.
Torture, and he just, he breaks down. And he's like, it doesn't matter anymore, but he does let them know that they have a succession order, basically. So if he disappears, they just have someone else in line to replace him.
Right.
Don't worry about that for a little bit. And then they go into about the whole thing about Eren going to get eaten.
Right, we learn a little thing about Titans, how, if you're a...
You explain that.
Sure. If you're a Titan, or if you're a person with Titan powers, I think they're officially called shifters. So, like, obviously Eren, like Reiner, Bertolt, Ymir, all them. If a Titan, because we learned that, like, Titans are humans from the last season. Yeah. If a Titan eats one of them, they go back to being a human, but also, like, absorb the power that the person they ate had. So clearly, the the military police want Aaron's power because they've obviously been sketchy when it comes to Titan secrets. So they're like, if we have the power that controls all the Titans, it'll make our job a shit ton easier. So that's the whole plan right now. Is they're trying to eat Aaron.
Yeah, so how does one become a shifter in the first place? Then did Aaron eat someone?
I actually do not know. Like, I don't. Like in the manga,
that's where I'm going with like the whole original plot, going all the way back to episode 1. His father or whatever is obviously doing something in that cellar. Do you think he created Aaron?
I would guess.
I would say he created something.
Right. This is all pure speculation. Like, I don't know the answer to this, but I would guess like his father maybe like is the creator of like Titan powers. Maybe, I don't know. Because we saw him like injecting stuff into Aaron, like forcefully.
Yeah, so he probably did give him powers. It's like, well, because now I'm trying to think, if these guys got their powers from eating, like Ymir or something ate a human that had powers, how did that human get his powers in the first place? And it's like, and then Ymir now it's a huge mess.
Right.
Like, where does it start and where does it end?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, they're going for Aaron mostly for that, all the powers and stuff. Then we got Erwin flushing out his plan to overthrow the government and put Historia back on the throne. Not back, on the throne. She hasn't been on it yet.
Right.
Get her on the throne. Let people know that, hey, she's the true queen, not this fake king over here who's doing his own stuff.
Yeah. Erwin is quite the gambler. He's very ballsy.
As he talked about with the old man.
He's very convicted.
Which he set something up with the commander. It's more like the commander's like, all right, if it goes well, I'll help. If not, I'll kind of stay out of it. And then just in case, he tells Hanji that, hey, if something happens, she's the next in line. So everyone's got their next in line all lined up here.
Yeah. And I mean, also, an order for capture of all scout regiment was sent out?
Yeah, that's like a joke. And they're trying to set him up with a fake murder and everything, which, first of all, I'm thinking like, okay, the scouts are the ones that go out and fight Titans.
Yes.
What's their plan if they remove all the scouts and they don't have anyone to fight Titan? Like, why are the people are going to be okay with it? Like, all right, yeah, so when these Titans get through again, who's going to fight them? We saw the military police get obliterated last time.
Right. I think the perception of the scouts has become they waste tax money going out to just die. But I mean, I'd rather have that insurance of people who have experience fighting Titans than some bums who just sit on the wall all day.
Exactly, like they're the one that helps with Wall Maria and shit in the first place.
Right.
All right, let's just get rid of the scouts. Who needs them, guys? This is where the logic kind of goes out for me here. It's like a little too ridiculous at this point almost. Like, oh, we got to apprehend all the scouts and disband them. It's like, come on. No,
it's like I guess they're trying to get the people on their side. Like, who can get the people on their side kind of thing. Because the military police are like, oh, look, the scouts are bad people. They, go out and just get killed. Aaron destroyed half the inner city at one point. Another Titan somehow got in at one point. But I guess the scouts are going to be like, well, you guys are fake. Here's the real queen or bloodline. Like, I guess it's just to try and get the people's backing, I guess you could say.
At the end of the day, you're fucked either way if you're a regular person, right?
Right.
The scouts finally get power. Who knows how many scouts are being killed? It's like, all right, you got to go through all this training process for the Titans again.
Right.
If something happens in the meantime, if the military police wins, all the scouts are taken care of. If the Titan gets in, you're just all fucked because military police are incapable of fighting Titans.
Right. Woo.
They go after Erwin. They set him up with a fake murder, basically. And he does for Reedus, who we saw get murdered, like Kenny. Point is, at least Erwin does tell the one wife that, hey, I will avenge him.
Right.
She's probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? You murdered him. Maybe. Allegedly.
Allegedly, all right?
Allegedly.
He's allegedly a murderer.
And we do get his past a little bit about his father. How his father was a teacher. And how his father had a theory, which is that everyone, when they came into the walls, had like their memories altered it or something.
Right. There's kind of a...
To me, I hope that theory is not real at all, because that's kind of almost too ridiculous for me. Oh, he had all these... How many people are on the walls? Like hundreds of thousands? I don't actually know. Thousands, hundreds of thousands?
I have no idea, actually.
That's a lot of people. You're just altering their fucking memories when they come through.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he meant like...
And they said it was like 100 years or something like that so far.
Yeah.
Like, even if you removed all the history books, I don't know if that's enough time.
I think it's
really
like
happen.
through... I'm guessing he means like through teaching, like just manipulate the next generation and then the next generation.
Yeah, but I feel like 100 years isn't quite enough time for that.
All right. I mean, if everyone
because like
in,
obviously the church kind of knows, because
well, I feel
like because they kept preaching about it or whatever, and then that one guy kind of knew what was going on.
Right.
You would feel like I would feel like more people would have passed on. Hey, this is how the fuck we got on these walls. This is what chased us.
True.
Like, you can't control the people's story as well as you can the history books.
Yeah. I mean, they did mention
hundreds
how...
of thousands of people on the wall. It's hard to be like, oh, let's stop all of them from teaching this shit.
True. I mean, they did kind of mention how there was like 2 callbacks from, you know how the one guy's like, we kind of did the dirty work to keep people quiet with the whore, which we saw the whore was actually Krista's mother, and the teacher, and we saw the teacher was actually Erwin's dad. So, I mean, it is kind of far-fetched to manipulate all that people, but I guess they just killed those who tried to... That'd be a lot of killing.
Like,
but I mean, Erwin was like...
From this to this. What's going on here? Everyone's disappearing, getting murdered.
I mean, Erwin was like, yeah, I said something to a military police guy, and then my dad never came home. It's like, well, I guess they're very fast at their jobs. But yeah, I don't know too much about... Actually, I don't know anything at all about, like, the start of, I guess, the walled-in civilization.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever will. I wonder, that might just end up being a mystery all the way to the end. Because it could get to the point where, like, oh, no one actually truly knows besides, like, 2 people that end up getting killed.
Maybe, yeah.
It'll probably be, like, you know, the fake king or something like that.
Yeah. But, I mean, what? That's pretty much the episode.
That is the episode.
So you want to jump into scores?
Yeah, we'll jump to scores. I'm trying to think, like...
Here we go. I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually really enjoyed this episode. I'll give it an 8. I feel like it gave a lot of context to things that were kind of lacking context, like why is Historia important, really? Because she kind of came of importance all of a sudden in season 2, and it wasn't really clear why. This kind of gave some... It kind of gave a little backstory on, like, I guess the history of the civilization with the whole... No one's really know, like, where everyone came from, or at least no one knows, like, the origin of all this stuff. It explained the Titan stuff, or why they captured Eren. It didn't just leave it up in the air. But I enjoyed it. Yeah. Just trying to think of something else to say.
To me, I think I'm going to give it like a 5. Just kind of an average episode for me. This is one, it's changeable right down the road. If some of these theories end up true, it could go lower. I'm not a fan of some like leaps and logics, at least to me. They're not we've talked about it throughout the episode. And if they aren't true, it can go up some. But right now, at this point in time, like, because not everything's like fully
It's a
in depth
caveat.
explained, it's like just an average feel to me. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Spiel time.
You know what would get you to not be average and maximum score of 10? Hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you didn't like, or you score it, anything like that. Be sure to check out our new podcast we started, We Be Talking.
Woo!
Something we talk about everything, anime, games, movies, whatever it is, we'll talk about it. Little fun things we did, so check it out. First episode is up. Streamer at twitch.tv, links in the description below, along with social media. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.